Managing access to your Azure Storage account securely starts with properly configuring roles using Azure Role-Based Access Control. Assigning the right roles ensures users and applications have the permissions they need, nothing more. In this video, I'll show you how to assign users or groups to roles in an Azure Storage account. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. Azure Storage supports authorization to blob data through Microsoft Entra ID. Access is managed using Azure Role-Based Access Control, which assigns permissions to security principles, including users, groups, and application service principals. Upon successful authentication, Microsoft Entra ID issues an OAuth 2.0 access token. This token must be presented to authorize requests against the blob service endpoint. Microsoft Entra ID authorization is supported for all general purpose and blob storage accounts across public regions and national clouds. However, it is available only for storage accounts created using the Azure Resource Manager deployment model. Let's look at how to configure RBAC roles in an Azure Storage account. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. Step 1. Creating a Microsoft Entra ID group. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type Microsoft Entra ID. Under Services, select Microsoft Entra ID. Expand Manage and click on Groups. Click on New Group. Make sure that group type is set to Security. In the name field, enter a meaningful name for the security group. In the description field, optionally enter a brief description of the group. Click on No Members Selected link. For this demo, add the existing user account Manhar to the group. Later, we'll use this account to test the configuration. When ready, click on Create. This will create a new security group and add the selected user to it. Wait for the confirmation notification to appear. Once the group is created, click All Groups. Verify that the new group appears on the All Groups page. Step 2. Assign an Azure role. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type Storage. Under Services, select Storage Accounts. This page displays a list of storage accounts from your Azure environment. For this demo, I have created a storage account named MSFT Storage Account 001. Click on Access Control, Identity and Access Management. Go to the Role Assignments tab. The Role Assignments tab shows all existing role assignments for the storage account. Note that the user Manhar is not present at this time. In a separate in-private window, I have signed into the Azure portal using Manhar's account. Under Azure Services, click on Storage Accounts. Note that currently the user cannot see or access the storage account named MSFT Storage Account 001. Sign out from this session in the Azure portal. Go back to the Azure portal. Let's grant access to the user using Azure Role-Based Access Control. Click on Add and select Add Role Assignment. Azure Storage provides a set of built-in RBAC roles that cover common permission sets. You can also create custom roles to manage access to your storage account and blob data. Azure Role-Based Access Control controls access at two levels, the management plane and the data plane. The management plane is used to manage the storage account itself, while the data plane is used to access the data within the storage account. Search for the built-in role named Reader. This role grants permissions to view the storage account configuration and access the data it contains. Apart from the Reader role, there are also two more important roles, the Contributor role and the Owner role. The Contributor role grants permission to manage storage account settings, but it does not include the ability to assign roles. The Owner role grants complete access to the storage account, including permissions to manage role assignments. Select the Reader role and click Next. Make sure User Group or Service Principal option is selected. Then click the Select Members link. From the list, select the Microsoft Entra ID group that was created earlier in this video. After specifying the members, Select the Review plus Assign button. Review the configuration settings carefully. If all details are correct, click the Review plus Assign button to proceed. Users in the T Developers group can now access the storage account. Please note that by default, this role does not include permissions to access blob data or files. As stated earlier, data plane roles must be used to achieve this. Search for the built-in role named Storage Blob Data. We can use the Storage Blob Data Reader role to provide read-only access to blob storage resources. Use the Storage Blob Data Contributor role to provide read, write, and delete access to blob storage resources. The Storage Blob Data Owner role grants permission to set ownership and manage POSIX access control in Azure Data Lake Storage. Access levels are determined according to the specific requirements of your organization. For this example, select the Storage Blob Data Contributor role and then click Next. Click the Select Members link. From the list, select the group that was created earlier in this video. Select the Review plus Assign button. Review the configuration settings carefully. If all details are correct, click the Review plus Assign button to proceed. Wait until the confirmation notification appears. That's it. The role is now configured. Let's verify that. This is the reader role for T Developers group. Let's scroll down. Here we have another entry for T Developers group with Storage Blob Data Contributor role. This means our group has reader and Storage Blob Data Contributor role on the storage account. Let's move to the step 3, testing the deployment. Go back to the In Private window. Sign in again to the Azure portal using Manage account credentials. Let me quickly complete the re-authentication process. Under Azure Services, click Storage Accounts. The user can now see the storage account MSFT Storage Account 001 listed under Storage Accounts. Select the storage account name to open it. We can verify that the user has read access to the storage account configuration. Next, let's check if the user can create containers under the storage account. Expand data storage and then click on Containers. Click on Add Container. Enter a meaningful name for the container, then click Create and wait for the confirmation notification to appear. We can verify that the user is able to create a new container within MSFT Storage Account 001. This indicates that the configuration was successful and is working as intended. Let's double check that. We have assigned permissions only to create and manage containers, not file shares. Now let's see if the user can create a new file share. Click on File Shares. Again, click on File Share. Specify a meaningful name for the file share. Keep all other settings as default, then click Review plus Create. Note that the validation message shows Validation Pass. Click on Create. After a few seconds, you'll receive an error message stating deployment failed. Because permission to create or manage file shares was not granted, the user cannot create file shares. Click the error message to view more details. The error says the user does not have authorization to perform the action. We can verify this error is related to file share permission. That's how you can configure and assign Azure roles to a storage account. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.